Welcome to Literary Work, where we work hard to bring you the most reliable information about the literary world. My name is Carlos Alberto.
And my name is Juan Francisco. Today we're talking about a movement that is causing sensation all around the world, and it's called the Renaissance. Our informer Sherlyn will give us a short introduction and explain us more in detail what is this Renaissance about exactly.
Well, this movement was originated at the Western Europe, specifically in Florence, Italy. This is the product of the massive spread of the ideas of the humanism, and it is showing a new conception of the humans and the world. Some people are calling it the end of the medieval era, and maybe this is some of its principal characteristics are the search of new sources of knowledge, a new value of science and reasoning, emphasize the ethics, an emergence of optimistic ideas, but the most important is the man as the center of the humanity.
It seems like a really important cultural event.
Yeah, it does, but we haven't explained what all of this has to do with the literature. So our partners, Aranza Sierra and Miguel Torres, will explain us more in detail the research that they made about it. That is really amazing and interesting.
First of all, now in the Renaissance, a really important writer has appeared. His name is William Shakespeare, and he is right now one of the most important literary figures. This is because his plays are really unique and are narrated in a fantastic way. These are some characteristics. The stories shows always the protagonist's life. The hero dies. The future of the hero is destroyed by terrible events. The innocents always suffer.
Now it's time to pass with something that would help us to understand the Renaissance. We're talking about the types of narrators. The first one is the first person. This narrator is the protagonist of the story and he's telling us his point of view of the story. After that we have the secondary character. His way of narrate is telling us what he saw or heard. Then we have the omniscient, the most common one, because he knows about everything about the story and the character. After that, finally we have the second person. His way to talk about the story is like he's talking to us.
Now it's time to listen about the characters. Aranza will talk us about it.
There are also several classifications for characters. The main character, this is the most common one because it's the hero, also known as protagonist, or villain, also known as antagonist of the story. For example, Shrek is the protagonist and Lord Farquaad is the antagonist. Then we have the secondary character. This is the one that helps the protagonist to achieve his goal during the story. For example, Donkey is the secondary character because he always helps Shrek. We also have the incidental. This is the one that appears once in the story for a very specific point. Then there is the environmental, and this is a character like an extra. It's just there. Then we have a static. This character doesn't change during the story. Is the dynamic. This is the one that could change positively or negatively. For example, Fiona at the beginning, she doesn't want to be an orc, but she falls in love with Shrek and she changed her opinion. We have the round, and we have a lot of information of them during the story. And finally, we have the plane. This is the character that doesn't have information about him or her during the story.
Thank you, Miguel and Aranza, for your hard work and research. Now we have reached the end of the program.
Thanks for watching us. See you tomorrow.